couple more in there. This plant got completely knocked down in 2 storms last week. So we had to come back, restake it back up, add some height to the bird netting, and now I'm just waiting to see tomatoes. So this small one, and this small one just started getting some tomatoes. Now, I gotta take this off. My jalapenos are coming in wonderfully. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 or 7 jalapenos on here. On the red and yellow bell peppers, I've got flowers that are coming up again in here, and I've got little bitty peppers coming up all around in here. This one is Carolina Reapers. So I'm excited about that. That'll be, I usually will dry those out and kind of not roast them, cook them, but cook them so they're dry, and then crumble them into powder and use that as a base for chili powder and stuff like that.
Okay, so Florence came and helped me dig these things out of my garden bed and put them in pots. She brought me the pots, she brought me the potting soil, bless her heart. And these things are just doing great in these pots. They're just fantastic. I don't know what they are, but they look like squash. I'm pretty sure that's kale. Now, I had kale in here, and twice I planted kale in there, and something came and ate it. So I put these things around that pot in hopes of keeping whatever's eaten out. This was growing up in my compost bin. It was an avocado. So I'm sure an avocado tree will not grow here in Cincinnati, but I decided to plant it anyway. And I've just sort of got it hitched to this pole. This, I don't know what this is. If you know what this is, tell me, and I'm going to show you where there's some more. This is my pepper. It was doing absolutely just very, very little to nothing in the garden bed. So there's a problem in my garden bed. This tomato plant, look at this sucker, how big it's gotten. In the garden bed, it was given to me when they brought the tomato and the pepper plants, this pepper plant too. And I had them in the garden bed, they did nothing. Here they're doing just really, really great. And this is one that Miss Mary gave me, Mary Phillips Holloway Garden. And look, she won't believe the one that she gave me. This is what it looks like. See that, Mary? And then this, I don't know if it's going to do anything, but this little sucker here, I broke it off accidentally when I went to the garden at Nexus, I think it was. And so someone had said, I think it was Don Peebles, said that if you just stick it in the ground, it'll grow. So it doesn't look happy, but we're going to try it. This is just doing wonderfully, but something keeps coming, and you see where it has taken my blossom off. So I've got another blossom, and every morning I look out and pray. I'm hoping and praying that the blossom is still there, because I'm not going to get anything without the blossom, right? Right.
Hey everyone, this is John. We live over on Brewster Avenue, and thanks to Evanston Garden Project, we have a pretty big garden going this year. I'll show you around. We have some tomatoes here. This year our tomatoes are giant, but they apparently are pretty tasty for other animals, hence that one. But we got some pretty big, giant tomatoes coming in, which is awesome. There's some other ones. We also have peppers in here. Show you a more ripe one. Here's one of the peppers. And we have some squash and zucchini over here. We're kind of getting hit by the vine borer this year, so a couple of our plants didn't do too well, but yeah, there's a little zucchini. Whoops. You can see that. And at least one butternut squash is coming up, not ripe yet. There he is. Some flowers, we didn't plant those, but they're perennials and they come up every year, pretty pretty. We have some black beans over here, which is exciting. They shoot up the fence. Now I understand Jack and the beanstalk a little more. A raspberry plant. We just got our first couple ripe raspberries in there. And probably the most successful thing has been the kale. Kale is just growing like crazy. Even though there was a animal visitor coming in, there was still enough to provide for us and the animal. More tomatoes over here. And we also have a little broccoli. Broccoli's been doing pretty well after it survived some of the animal attacks. And this is Brussels sprouts, hasn't come in yet, but the plant is looking nice. Oh, and underneath it all we got some beets. Probably ready to be picked, but. So yeah, Evanston Garden Project helped us out with our first bed, and after that, after they helped us, we knew how to make them, so we made 3 more, and it's been great ever since. Thank you all.
So this is our fresh is better bed that's been taken over by absolutely enormous zucchini that are getting some good blossoms. Over here we have our kale forest that we planted back in March and has just been so good that we haven't taken out. Then we got so hooked by the gardening bug that we have 2 new beds that we built ourselves this year. So this bed is all different types of tomatoes. Then this bed is all different types of peppers, hot peppers, green peppers, other sweet peppers, and then a little bit of basil here along the sides. So thanks again so much. There's the Garden Project sign right there.
Okay, everyone, this is the community garden on Beavis. I will say that the only thing looking good at this point is the flowers in the tire. As you can see, weeds have overtaken everything. I've been gone for 3 weeks. I've been on vacation for 2 and recovered during the last week. And you can see how the weeds have just taken over. If you can see, there's some old corn stalks in here. We did pick some corn, and we did have some callaloo. There's some melons in here somewhere. I don't know where they are. Okay, wait. Oh my God! Look at the look at this okra. It's huge. It's actually too huge to eat. When we left, there was no okra on these trees. There's some smaller ones that I could eat, but I bet these things are pretty tough, but we'll see. Oh my God, just think 3 weeks, what 3 weeks of hot weather can do. And okra really thrives in hot weather. So I'm kind of sad we missed out on a lot of the okra harvest, but maybe we'll get more. So you see the before, and in a minute you're going to see the after. I am actually, this is the going to use hay as a mulch and as a weed suppressor, basically. And so this is my first time experimenting with it. So we're going to see what happens when we're done. Okay, so now you can see what an hour and a half of work with myself and my 2 dream team members can do. We weeded all those bins and we laid down some hay. I hope that these take care of those weeds.
Supposed to do, I already had cut a slit in the chili dog bag, so I'm gonna place this bag right
string
up.
that you're going to secure it to. So you're going to carry it around one way and then go run the string through the
And then I'm gonna get the string
as tight as you can.
and then it's gonna come and tie up the string.
But we will eventually have trees with enough roots on them, providing that it stays down.
Keep on wrapping it all the
In
way
3
around.
months, we'll be able to take that off, cut the limb off, don't damage the limbs, the roots, and sit it right in the ground. It takes 3 months.